Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a long-term market update for AAVE. We're going to talk about some weekly moving averages that we can look to as resistance, some key levels of support, and the fact that AAVE is one of the very few altcoins that has actually remained above its previous market cycle's all-time high. We'll look at AAVE's performance with respect to Bitcoin by looking at the AAVE Bitcoin ratio and what signs we can take away from this chart as well. So I hope you guys do enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I'm fairly active over there with crypto content. So I do want to start off on the weekly chart for AAVE and really just go over the fact that we're still remaining above this key level of support right around $48. We saw that as the previous market cycle's all-time high, big level of resistance, and we also saw a little bit of resistance right here in the summer of 2020 on our first retest of that zone, and that has been the level that we have held over the last few months. The first retest that we saw in June really just saw a pretty nice bounce off that right into those weekly moving averages as resistance. And from that point, AAVE was able to bounce by about 130%. So a pretty sizable rally, definitely respecting this as support. And we've come back down over the last few months. If I zoom in here, we can see we're coming back down to retest that level pretty quickly here. And it's going to be very important to watch if AAVE is able to hold this level as support. So if we do get that move back down and we're starting to see some sort of bounce off of this, then I will look to these weekly moving averages as our next resistance, and any break above that level will ultimately lead me to believe this is a longer term double bottoming pattern, and we would have that nice W shape to this move with the two retests off that previous cycle's all-time high. The other scenario, though, is if we just fall right through this level, which is certainly a possibility if we do see Bitcoin start to lose its own support levels and make a lower low towards that $14,000 region. And with AAVE, what would happen in that scenario is I would then start to look down, if I zoom out here all the way, to the next level of support right around $27 being the previous level that we had support hold on this big drawdown back in the summer of 2020. This is where AAVE was able to turn around, pivot off of, and then form that new all-time high. And we can see from this local high that AAVE had back in August, it corrected about 67% down into this zone and was able to turn around from there, going back up into that bull run to form that new all-time high. So I will be looking out to this level, and I would be very interested in accumulating some AAVE for the next cycle if we do see that final lay down into that zone, again around $28, $30, the previous level that we had, hold as support on this last big correction in that bull run. So I also do want to talk about AAVE Bitcoin, which has been holding this level of support similar to the AAVE USD pair, and it's actually looking a lot better where we're not even close to the previous market cycle's all-time high. We've got a decent buffer of about 38%. So very positive looking chart. We've seen that downtrend really start to slow off here with the momentum to the downside really starting to slow down. We've held those lows from back here in June, which not many altcoins can actually say they've done. A lot of altcoins have actually experienced something like this where they've taken out that level, flipped it into resistance, and then continued that bear market decline. But with AAVE, that's not really the case. We're still holding that level of support. And if we do come back down to that zone, again, we could have some sort of double bottom pattern where maybe we have strong support holding off this zone where we come back out to take out these highs that we saw back in the summer months. And any move above that level, whether that is in a few weeks or a few months, right around this zone at 0.0045, I think is going to be a very key level to watch out for, where if we do reclaim that, it will really look like an end to this downtrend. And at that point, I would start to target some of these all-time highs on the AAVE Bitcoin ratio. So I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.